Hello, everyone. I'm Nadine Lutz with Berkshire Hathaway, and today I'm talking to Jacob Kaplan, an attorney with Weissman PC in Buckhead. He will tell us what's going on the closing side in real estate. Jacob, please introduce yourself and tell us what you're doing differently during the shelter in place.
So, there's an old saying, and it's "May you live in interesting times." And this is definitely an interesting time in the real estate market. But we're actually really busy right now, and there are a variety of reasons for that. But that is a really good thing. There's a lot of our economy, our local economy, that's dependent on the real estate market. First thing that you need to know is, with respect to a real estate closing, everything can be done electronically. Most everything, including now we have an electronic option for the actual closing itself, which I'll get to in a little bit. But all documents can be signed via e-sign. All showings can be done via video. All parts of the closing process are still possible. So people are still closing on homes, and that's just an important fact to remember. So Nadine can do virtual showings for you. Contractors and inspectors can do inspections still, maintaining certain protocols. And we can still search the property records for your home that you're interested in purchasing, or for a home that's being sold, to review the title records. With respect to closings, there's a variety of options that we are accommodating. So first is the virtual closing option. And as you'll see, it's not totally virtual. So when you do a virtual closing, you will still need to sign the documents in most cases. It is not an e-sign process. The one exception to that is a cash buyer. So if you're buying a home in cash with money that you have in your bank account, then we can allow for an e-sign. But everyone else will still need to wet sign certain documents. So for a seller, that would be the deed and the owner's affidavit. And for a loan purchaser who's using a mortgage to acquire a home, they will need to sign the lender's closing package. And for a loan seller, someone who's selling to a buyer with a loan, they'll still need to sign as well. So almost every other circumstance, you'll have to actually sign documents. Now, how do we actually accommodate the signing? This is the benefit of the virtual closing, is you can sign in the comfort of your home and no one has to come in. But to do that, you would have to print off all the documents. You'd have to sign them in a blue ink pen, and you'd have to do it all on a recorded Zoom call, just like we are on right now. Once the documents are all signed, you'll need to send them to our office. We'll need to review them to make sure everything was signed correctly once they arrive. And if there's a delay in their arrival, if you're unable to get them to us by the closing date, if something was signed incorrectly that would prevent us from funding the loan, then there can be significant delays with that option. So that's just an important fact to remember. Other options are what we call a curbside closing. I think Nadine actually saw me doing that yesterday. And, so what that entails is basically you just drive up in front of our office. We bring the documents down to you. You sign them either in the comfort of your own car or on a picnic table that we have in front of the office. And then you go on your merry way. And, that's definitely a good option that eliminates the delays, possible delays with sending documents via UPS or via courier, or any other of the delays that I just mentioned with a virtual closing. Finally, we still have people coming into our office, and we understand that not everyone may be comfortable with that, but I just want to assure everyone that we are doing our utmost to protect everyone's health and safety. So that means that we're eliminating all points of contact between people in our office. We're using single-use pens, so each pen will only be used for that specific closing, and then either the people are going to take the pens or toss them in the trash. We are cleaning our rooms in between closings, and we're practicing social distancing. So no one will come within 6 feet of you with respect to a closing. So
who should be at the closing at this time? Like, do they like everybody comes, or just essential parties? Or do they sit in the same room?
Right. So just essential parties. So we are definitely recommending that realtors do not attend the closing, or lenders. Generally, they would want to be there. It's the last time that they'll get to see you, at least with respect to this home purchase or home sale. And so we understand that, but ultimately it's best to eliminate as many people from coming to the closing for everyone's health and safety. So only the essential parties, so the buyers and the sellers. Now, what we're doing with buyers and sellers when they come in is we're actually seating them in separate rooms. So again, we're trying to eliminate all points of contact between the parties.
And then how about the amount of papers signed? Like, are they still signing the same packets we used to sign before, or have you reduced that amount of papers?
That depends on the lender. So most purchases are, of course, with a loan. I would say about 50% of lenders are okay with doing a virtual closing. So it's not every lender that's even okay with doing it. But, the lenders, some of them have smaller closing packages. Some of them are using the same closing package. But, I would say it's anywhere from 30 or 40 pages to 150 pages is generally what we're saying.
Okay, but can someone go over those papers and review them with you prior to coming to the closing, and at the closing just sign what needs to be signed? Does that make it easier and faster?
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, that is definitely an option. That would be dependent, of course, on us receiving the documents in advance from the lender. And sometimes the way closings work, those documents are not available until within 5 minutes of closing.
Yes,
but certainly we will do our best to get that done for people.
Thank you so much, Jake, for giving us all this information. So as everyone sees, we are still buying houses, we're still selling houses, we're still closing on houses, and Weissman has found a different creative ways to have those closings in a legal manner. Every time I went to the office the last 2 weeks, I saw Jake at the curb signing documents with buyers or sellers. So it has been happening, and they have been very busy. So thank you so much for accommodating everyone. And if you have any questions, if anybody wants to get in touch with you, what's the best way to get in touch with you, Jake?
You can reach me on my office line at 404-926-4529, on my cell phone, 770-653-9361, or also via email at jacob@weissman.law. I do want to also say that there's no other realtor that I would recommend more than Nadine at this time. She's an incredible realtor, and she will make sure that you are both safe and protected, and also that you get a really good deal for your home purchase or sale. So
thank you so much, Jake. Thanks for your time. You have a nice day.
My pleasure.
Bye-bye.